Good morning. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I just had breakfast. I recorded myself telling something that happened. And I then deleted it because I don't want to upload it on here. I don't want to give this person any more attention that they need to. But I've been thrown off this week because a friend decided to message me who we've been in a roller coaster of friendship, and I wish she didn't message me. I don't see the point of her messaging me. We're not friends anymore. In my life, she's not my friend. So, just drinking some water. And I guess I'll tell you guys what happened yesterday, because yesterday was a little eventful and I was gonna record, but I completely forgot my camera. So Friday I kind of just I worked Friday, and then also I talked to my immigration lawyer, so I'm gonna meet them Thursday. So I'm excited because I think we're gonna be able to finally get my certificate back. Fingers crossed. But I need to go see them Thursday because she will be writing a letter and she wants me to like read it, make sure I understand what the letter is saying for immigration. And hopefully in a few months your girl's gonna have her certificate and I'm gonna be able to, well, I won't be able to vote because I don't think I can register to vote yet. I think when does I don't know this. When does the expiration of registering to vote, like when does that happen? Like, is there a date? I know there's a date. So I don't think I can vote, but that's okay because I kind of don't want to vote. I kind of don't want to vote, so I'm hoping I can't vote because then like I have a reason why I'm not voting. But the most important part, your girl will be able to get her passport so I can start traveling, because y'all, I've been a citizen for 2 years and I haven't been able to travel because I felt like I had my certificate in my hands and then I gave it away. All because I'm just trying to get my last name changed. But it seems like this lawyer knows what she's doing, and fingers crossed that I want to say I want to get it for my birthday, because like everything that's been immigration has been near like my birthday or like close to my birthday or like a holiday like Christmas or New Year's. So like I'm hoping I get it before my birthday, so like I'm able to have my certificate in my hands, and then also go change my social security and my license and all my cards, you know, I need to go do, and then also get my passport, because the second I have that in my hand, I'm gonna be planning a trip to go to Cancun to go see my friend and then go back to my homeland, because I miss my country, I miss my family, I miss just breathing fresh air. Because let me tell you, Chilean air is like pure. It's different. Like the first time I went and when I came back, I'm like I don't like that. So I can't wait. I'm excited. And it was expensive, so I kind of had to like cut down on like things I'm able to buy. But you know, life is life, and I'm gonna be able to recover that money back. But then so that happened Friday. I had a conversation with her. I had a conversation with other people. I'm doing a lot of things at the same time. It tends to happen in my life where a lot of things are happening at the same time, which is good. Saturday I woke up, I had breakfast, I got ready for the gym. I had a good workout. Your girl was sweating so much that I had red dye just coming down my face. I wonder if the gym people think that I'm like, I don't know, like hurting myself at my workouts because I have bloody stakes coming down my face, but it's hair dye. So then I got home, I changed, well, I took a shower and all that stuff, and then I called to my friend Charity. She lives she lives in the same area that I do. So I was like, hey girl, like I'm home, are you ready? Because I had an 11 appointment, a nail appointment. So look, there they are. So we rode together, and I really wanted to get these nails. How cute are they? And my nail tech, he's like, you have the cutest little nails and they're so adorable, and then you come with these little cute designs that are so simple but cute. So we got our nails done. I think she got a pedicure and SNS on her nails. She had acrylic, but I think she had to take them off because like it was like over a month and she wasn't here. So she got that done, and so I was done before she was. So I went over next door because they have a Brazilian place, like a Brazilian wax, and so I've been trying to find something that's a little closer to me because I go to my mom's friend, but it's a drive, and so I'm like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do that drive. So I went next door and I asked for a card and I asked how much it would cost to get what I need to get done. They gave me the price. I was like, perfect. So then I went back inside. I called my mom. I told my mom like how I was feeling about a text that I got Friday that kind of threw me off. And so we were talking about it, and she was like, stop stressing about it. Just let it be, you know, just don't answer if you feel like you don't need to answer. And I feel like I don't need to answer because I don't know what to reply. You know, like when you have that one boyfriend that has done you dirty and like feels like they can just come in and out of your life whenever they feel like it. That is this person to my life, but it's not a boyfriend, it's a friend. So I hope that kind of like sums up what the message felt like, you know, because I'm pretty sure you know how it feels like, whether it's a girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, so then Charity finished with her nails, and then we went across the street from where we were, and she needed to get her eyebrows done. So I waited in the car and I was listening to Girls Next Level with Bridget and Holly. That was interesting. I love listening to them. And so, and I was actually explaining to Charity who they were, and she was like, oh, I didn't really watch that show, Girls Next Door, but I watched it. It was like my show back in the day, and I was like a kid. So I did find the whole like them like dating a much older guy a little weird. Like it gave me the creeps, but I kind of just liked like Bridget and Holly's like way of thinking about like themes and stuff like that, and so that's why I kind of watched it. And then I waited for her, and then I was like, are you hungry? Because I was a little hungry, but not like hungry. And she was like, well, like, you know, yeah, let's go eat. We kind of were going back and forth, so we had just made the decision to eat to this Italian restaurant, and we ordered white pizza. Oh my God, I've never had it before, and it was so good. Like, it was so like not filling. Like I didn't feel like after eating up one slice of pizza I was like, oh, like this is so heavy. It was like super light. It was delicious. It was like, I think like chicken with spinach, and then like instead of it being like the tomato sauce, it was like, I don't know if it was like a different, like it was white, so that's why it was called white pizza. But it was, whatever it was good. And we shared the pizza, and we also shared the Greek salad. It was good. Like it wasn't like too overdressed or too underdressed. It was perfect. So I was like, Mom, we gotta go, because my mom loves Greek salads. Like, she's like a Greek salad girl, but she doesn't like making them, but she loves eating them. So then we went to Five Below because she needed to go, and I bought some more stuff at Five Below. Just not a lot of things, but you know. And then we went to Marshall's because we were trying to find like a bandana. It was because I was telling her that I was having this issue with my hair dye. Like, it was like, you know, the sweat was like coming down here with red. And so she was like, oh, there's this like bandana, like a headband that you could wear that like absorbs sweat. And I'm like, what? So we went to Marshall's to see if we could find it, and there was nothing there at Marshall's. I mean, there was some good stuff because Charity picked out some high heels and some flip-flops that were really cute for her. I didn't get anything. I was supposed to look for like bowls for my dogs, like food bowls, because I broke one, and so I want to buy like another set, but we kind of got distracted with the athletic area. So then we went to, she was like, I was like, is there a Target nearby? And she was like, I don't think so. And so I was like, well, there's a Walmart going to our home. So we went to Walmart, we went straight to the hair section, and they were gone. So she was like, okay, they're like, we're gonna have to go to Target. And I'm like, you know what, like, just you look it up on Amazon and you send it my way and I'll buy it. And so then she needed to go to the dry cleaners, so we went to the dry cleaners. It was closed. So this is me at the gym, and this is a new little thing I found at Five Below. I'm using to put my locker key in there. Hand sanitizer, you always need that, and a spray because you kind of want to smell good. Here are my AirPods, whatever they're freaking called. I did buy another pair. I have 2 in my bag already, but I did go ahead and buy another one because, yeah. This is me after the gym. It was a good workout. Yeah. And shockingly, a lot of people were not at the gym. Okay. I'm getting ready because I'm about to go out. So hand sanitizer once again. Before you do any type of makeup, any kind of makeup, please clean your hands. That's super important. And I was going to edit this particular part out because I had an idea of what I wanted to do with my makeup eyelid. And let's just say it didn't go the way I thought it was. It was just a little too patchy. I don't know if it was the eye primer, but I did set it. So this is me taking it all off. And I usually do wear primer if I'm wearing eyeshadow for a longer time, but I'm just going to 2 different stores. I don't need this makeup to last me 18 hours. I need it to just last me for maybe 2. So I just picked the 2 darkest shades in this CoverGirl shadow palette. The first is just dark brown matte color, and then the second one is a dark brown shimmery. I did want it to add some type of dimension, which is why I added the shimmer. I like to curl my lashes. It's just what I like to do. And mascara. I usually always do about 2 or 3 layers of mascara, but I let them dry in between. So this was round 1. Okay, this is my tinted moisturizer. I did prime before I do anything. So priming is the first thing I do, whether it's a moisturizer or an actual primer. So it gives it time to set. I just wanted to use something really light. It's too hot here in Georgia for me to use anything heavy and full coverage blush. I've been really liking liquid brushes, which is really different for me. I'm used to just the powders. This is me setting my face with setting powder. Don't ask me what I use. I just kind of combine everything that I have into one. I bought this little container on Amazon that you can reuse. And I just put all my setting powders into one. And then I I put some setting spray. Always use setting spray. And then a fan afterwards. I like to clean my piercings and my lips before I go on with my makeup routine. This is what I like to use on my brows. I have very thick, dark browns, but I really like that dark, super dark, like I'm a vampire eyebrow look. So I always fill them in. I don't use a lot. I use very little, and I really like this just because it does give like the coverage. It has pigmented, but it also has like, I don't know, like a waxy type of thing. So your brows ain't going nowhere. This was my second round of mascara. As you can see, this is my favorite, all-time favorite lipstick, lip gloss, whatever you're gonna call it. It's like this purpley gray brown, and y'all, I think it's not available anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say something really creepy happened, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Okay, so when I walked into Home Depot, this is Home Depot. This was my first time ever recording inside a store. I've never done this before. So I walk in, I get the cart. I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna set this cart, and this camera. And while I'm doing that, a guy walking right behind me stops right across from me, but not like across, you know what I mean? Like kind of behind across from me. And it was creepy. I started to then walk, and I noticed that half of the aisle was closed. I guess they were organizing, or I don't really know what they were doing. And so I go to the second aisle, cleaning supplies, and he is still following me. This was a Hispanic guy, and it was just so creepy. So the only thing I can think of is like, okay, Marcy, you need to set this camera up right now, because if something were to happen, you have the audio at least. So the first thing I did was set up, and I got turn on the camera, and I get the gloves, and right midway of me getting the gloves, like I was midway through the aisle, he stopped following me. Thank goodness. Here I'm at Kroger. I'm not done with the story. Okay, let's go back to Home Depot, because this was a crazy stuff. Okay, so I then had to make like a huge U-turn at aisle of cleaning supplies, because like I said, it was closed at one part in aisle one. So here I am. I'm like, shoot, I need to get Fabulous. We need to get it for our cleaning supplies. And I was about to ask the girl, like, can you just pass me one? Like, thank you. But I noticed that she started to actually open the lane. So I didn't want to bug her. I'm pretty sure she's not, you know, your work is work, you know? So I make a U-turn. I get back into where I started, where this guy was following me, where he started following me. And I go down the aisle, and I get everything else that I need, and I did not see him anymore. Thank goodness. This was creepy. I've never felt like I was so uncomfortable and just creeped out ever in my life. At Home Depot, I was gonna say grocery store, but it just happened. And so my message to you, whether you're a guy or girl, be careful. You know, if something happens, scream. And if something were to have happened, not only was I gonna record it, well, not record it, but have the audio, because I'm planning whenever I go to the store, or there's a cart, I'm going to put the camera like this, because I'm laughing because there's a story behind those little legs that just passed by. But I'm planning on just showing the cart. I don't want to go into a store and record everything around me and people. Like, I wouldn't want that for me. Like, if I was somewhere and a person's recording, I don't want to be in the video. Like, I don't mind being there for 1 second, but still, some people are not okay with being filmed, and I completely respect that. And also, I feel like the way I set it up, it's less weird, like, than me walking around with this tripod and a camera. I mean, I don't have a big camera, I have a small camera, but still, I want to respect everyone around me, and I don't want to get in trouble either. So from now on, if whenever I go to the store and there's a cart, I'm gonna put it this way. But anyways, I was glad to get the heck out of Home Depot. And let me tell you, this is a Home Depot that I grew up in, and I've never been so creeped out in my life. Meaning, this was the Home Depot I went to all the time growing up, as until now. And it was creepy. I've never been so creeped out in my life. Okay, we're now at Kroger. Well, we've been at Kroger for a minute, but I'm just getting some stuff for me and my mom. I go on Sundays. I like to say that I go when everyone's at church. But the only problem with going on Sundays to the grocery store is that a lot of things are being picked out. So, first thing I grabbed was cheese sticks, like cheese stick, no, cheese strings. There we go. And I usually like to get the light because I'm on a strict diet and everything, but they didn't have it. They literally ran out everything that wasn't light. So I had to get the OG. I don't really care. I can make it work. I can cut it into twos and use it 2 days. I don't really know. I have to figure that out. I haven't gotten to them just yet for this week. I got strawberries. So let's talk about the strawberries. Remember those little legs? Okay, so I pull up into the aisle where the strawberries are. And this little girl comes running over. And she is like taking her time to pick out like the perfect strawberries. I guess her mom was like looking at vegetables. I don't really know. But her mom starts walking this way. She's like, Mommy, can we get these strawberries? And her mom, this was so sad. Her mom was like, no, because you're not going to eat them. You do this every single time and you just leave them in the refrigerator. And let me tell you, throwback to me. I used to ask my mom to buy me certain things food-wise because I loved food. But whenever it came to real food, strawberries, mangoes, whatever, I would have one or two and then not care at all that they were still in the refrigerator. So eventually my mom just stopped buying me fruit. And then I went through this phase where I just didn't like eating fruit at all. I don't know. I think it was like high school. But anyways, that's my little story about those little legs that were there. I thought it was so funny how she asked her mom, and then her mom was like, no, we're not getting that. Okay, so I did get those flaming hot white cheddar. They're really, really good, and they're actually not that bad, like for, like on a diet. I know you're probably looking at me crazy. Okay, bananas are not for me. I'm not a fan of bananas. That's for my mom. I just don't like the texture of it, and I feel like every time I do eat a banana, like, I don't know, the texture makes me want to gag. So, yeah. Vinegar, because me and my mom made some cebolla en escabeche. It's a Chilean thing. You just put onions. You kind of chop them midway. Like, get a whole onion, peel it. Then, like, instead of you cutting it full way, you only cut half and you do little squares. I mean, not squares. Yeah, squares. And then you put them in a jar or something and you put half vinegar, white vinegar, half wine. You let it marinate for 24 hours. Is the best thing that you will ever eat. It is so delicious. If you're into like, salty things, you add just a little bit of salt. You take some out, take a little salt. Delicious. Okay, the bread is also not mine. I'm not really a bread fan. That is my mom. Okay, I also got the jalapeno chips just because I haven't had them in a very long time. And my trainer is like, you need to be able to eat whatever you want. I got the bag of a box of water and literally almost smashed all my strawberries that I put out there. The water is for the car. My mom likes to drink it like this. I just fill up a gallon of water and drink that throughout the day. And I think that's pretty much all I got. It wasn't a really crazy grocery haul. Okay, this is me after coming home after watching Dexter with my mom. We've been really watching it, like we're in season 4 at this point. Here, I think we were still in season 3. But after a long day and me wearing makeup for such a long time, I have very sensitive eyes. And the makeup and just everything on my skin makes my eyes watery or they start to itch. So the second I start to feel that, oh, it is the best feeling to just take everything out. First thing I do is I wash my hands, take my contacts off. Please wash your hands before you take your contacts off. Okay. Then I do my cleansing. So I do my two different cleansings. So the first thing I do is I get that, either that or I get just that water, whatever that's called. I can never speak sometimes. There's some words where I just cannot say. Mineral water, is that what it's called? Is that okay? So either way, but today I did more of a heavy mascara, heavy eye look. So whenever I do that, I like to use double cleanse, which is this Neutrogena cleanse thing, and it's very good for my eyes. It's not like sensitive or it irritates my eyes. It's really, really good. And I feel like whenever I do this, I get like a really squeaky clean, if you know what I mean. I like to use a makeup eraser just because it's just easier for me, and I wet it, and I mean like wet the whole thing and then start to just take everything off. I used to use, you know how you're supposed to use a makeup eraser, but I don't know, I felt weird about it. So I do like to use an actual makeup, cleanser, makeup remover cleanser, and then, do it this way. Okay, so I take everything out. As I use things, I put it in my laundry basket. That's just who I am. Okay, don't judge me. But I just like to have everything kind of just in place at the time. So this is the cleanser I'm using. I kind of switch it up with cleansers. I don't like using the same cleanser over and over again. Or like I'll have like 5 different cleansers that I'm using, you know, every other day, like not on each day, but like, one day I'll use this cleanser and the next day I'll use another one, just because I feel like my skin just gets bored and it's like, So I think switching it up is not bad. Just find the right cleansers for you. And this goes for everything that you're using. Just find what works for you, okay? So once I'm done cleansing, I then go in and brush my teeth. So I have the actual cleanser, I believe, still on my face. Let it sit there. Okay, now I'm washing my face. So I brush my teeth and everything. So what I like to do for the second time is I like to wet a clean wet cloth and just start gently taking all my cleanser off. I don't like to do the whole traditional, just because traditional way where you're splashing water everywhere and it just gets on my shirt and it bugs me, and yeah. So I just feel like this is the best technique for me, and I'm very gentle. I'm not pulling or tagging or anything. I'm just making sure that everything is being cleaned on my face. So once I am done with that, I let my skin just air dry, just because it's not like, dripping in water, the cloth. So after a few seconds, it's dry. So I go with my first serum that I like to use. It's like a multi-purpose serum. I'm showing you there. Okay. Then I go in with a, people have heard this is like Botox in a bottle. So I, as you can tell, love listening and watching Holly Madison from Girls Next Door or Girls Next Level. And she is the one who hooked me on to this serum. This will prevent wrinkles from either being more wrinkly than they already are, or prevent from wrinkling at all. So I do get Botox. I'm going to be blunt about it. The reason why I get it is because your girl, after being in so many car accidents, I do suffer from migraines. Not all the time, and I feel like the reason being is because I get Botox. But I only get Botox on my forehead, and that is it. So, I am 32. I'm gonna get wrinkles. Okay, so I put it in areas where I know I'm gonna get wrinkles. Okay. Then I go in with a normal moisturizer. This is just a moisturizer I found either at Burlington, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, whatever. Okay. And then I put in my treatment. So I went to the dermatologist. I went because I told her that I was not okay with me having really noticeable blackheads on my face and also on my chest, believe it or not. So she put me on a treatment, and since this cream is super drying, she recommended me to do first moisturizer, treatment, and then close it with moisturizer. So that is what I'm doing. I like to do a kind of thicker layer than instead of smaller layer, just because I just feel like I just need it. So I'm going for round 2 of my moisturizer. I actually ran out of this one literally as I'm doing this right now. Okay, so then I kind of just let everything kind of just sit on my face. I don't go, like, I'll go and lay on my bed, but I actually don't go to sleep immediately. You want to just wait just like a minute or two for all that stuff that you just did to your face to let it sit. Okay, so let me explain why I haven't uploaded this video. Okay, first things first, I'm dealing with an immigration case, and that will always be more important to me than anything else. So I'm sorry, but that's just a reality. 2, I edited this video, and then was having a hard time to do the audio, like the voiceover. It was just not working out. Like, I was like, what the heck? So I fixed that problem. Right, everything was perfect. I go to download it, and then it tells me video was failed and all stuff. So then I had to delete the video because there was too much storage on my computer. So I went back and I deleted the file of my iMovie. And today, after talking to my lawyer, and I'm not going to go into it, it's just too much, and I feel like I've already shared a lot with you, and there's some things that I would like to keep in private, so I hope you understand. But let's just say immigration stuff is very, very sensitive subject, okay? Everything will get resolved, thank goodness. It's just going to take some time, okay? But because of all this that's going on in my life, I felt like I was stressing out, and I was like, oh my God, I felt the pressure that I needed to do this. And you guys, last night, I just could not. Last night, I just was so tired from a crazy week of work and everything. So I'm sorry that I'm downloading this not on my schedule Thursday. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I'm sorry. I am going to try to do more filming this weekend. I do have a little bit of more things going on this weekend, I think. I'm not really sure. But yeah, tomorrow, which is Friday, when I think this video is going to be up, I'm actually going to color my hair. Hopefully it goes great, but I want to add more red to my bangs. I want to even it out. As you can see, it's not evened out, but also I want to go a little higher with the red just so it can give me some type of definition on my sides of my hair, just because when I had it, it looked good, and now it's just all my bangs. But anyways, bye bye. Thank you